Dr. Dave Maslach talking about reciprocity.com. And in this particular video, I wanted to show you what happens when you do 6 months of YouTube videos every single day in terms of getting traction. So I started doing this. I'm a professor of innovation strategy and entrepreneurship. And I started doing this. I created a reciprocity.com and I wanted to get some traffic. I was initially sort of paying for traffic at the beginning, and then I realized it was really expensive. So I decided to do this content marketing effort. And I started putting out YouTube videos every single day just to make sure I can get some traction on it. And I just wanted to show you the results of doing this every single day for 6 months. So that is 180 videos in a row, which is crazy. So what I did do with this is once in a while, I'd actually post things, or I'd do maybe a couple of videos a day and then post them so that there was kind of a back order of them, just to make sure, if you think of a way that sort of movie production or TV production actually works, that's what they do, is they'll actually keep up having videos in the background, or sort of movies in the background, just to make sure that things are going in the right direction and we don't skip a beat, because sometimes life does get in the way for one day or another, right? So we just went through, so now it's December 29th, 2017, and we just had Christmas, and there was no way I was going to get around to it. I've got 2 small kids, so I had videos that were already preloaded on there. And so I want to go through and show you the results on YouTube Analytics, and then get into the reciprocity analytics. Just go into the website analytics so you can see what's going on. So here you can see that the watch time, so I put out 285 different videos at this point, which is crazy, on all sorts of different topics, ranging from writing to graduate school to innovation, entrepreneurship, startup sort of stuff. It's all the stuff that I know and, that I would just teach, and I'm just putting it out for free so that other people can see it. I'm not trying to sort of trick anybody or anything like that. So that's why I wanted to put that out. I just wanted to be as helpful as I possibly can. You could see here's the watch time, and this is kind of an overview for the last 90 days of what's happening, is that there is a general trend. It's a small trend that's increasing over time, and you could see here it went up from the previous 90 days. The watch time went up by 27%, which is pretty good, actually. So we can actually go here and look at comparison with the previous period. So we go previous period, right? You can see what's going on, and the blue is this period and the orange is the previous period. You can see that there is definitely a little bit of a gap between them. They're kind of overlapping if you look at that. What has also happened, this is where I stopped paying for traffic. I was paying for YouTube videos, which was kind of a waste of money. I actually, at this point, and I'm not sure if I'll do that again. I might pay for AdWords, but not YouTube videos again. It just wasn't sort of effective for me. It's just not the right style for doing this. And you can see what happened. This is where I was paying for them, and then it dropped off right here where I stopped paying for them. You can see why it wasn't effective. It was a short little video, about 30 seconds long or something like that. You can see, the likes are basically the same. Dislikes are the same, if not better. And comments roughly about the same. Shares, definitely was getting more shares from before, but really that's okay. And then as well as the videos and playlists, was definitely getting a little bit more previously when I was paying for the videos. And got some more subscribers, but it didn't really affect in terms of the viewing and the number of viewers that were actually watching it. So yeah, you can see here, and these are the general results. I'm going to show you here. Oh, here's the monetary value. You can see I'm loaded, right? Making $5.09 in 3 months, just totally loaded. And here is $8 in the last 3 months, so it's a little bit better. But again, you can't live off of that no matter where you are. You wouldn't be able to live off of that and who you are. So here is, I want to show you the watch time so this is since March 2000, or March to December. And I was putting videos kind of maybe 3 a week up until July. And then I started putting up one every single day, starting about just before June, like it was probably about June 28th, I think, somewhere around there. You could see that in general, there is this increase over time in terms of the rolling every day or rolling 7-day averages. And it's increased, probably it's doubled or so since the past, the past 7 months, which is pretty good, actually. You can see that's actually a pretty good track record. It's kind of maybe leveled off a little bit here, but who knows? Maybe it's still increasing. But yeah, so generally, I think this is pretty normal, to be honest. It takes a lot of work and a lot of time to actually start getting sort of growth on anything like this. It's just a lot of hammering things out over and over and over again. It's really kind of a normal process. The people that say that you can do this overnight and it sort of rockets overnight and you become like this, celebrity or anything like that overnight, that just doesn't typically happen. It's really hard to put out videos on a regular basis and do it consistently. And when it does happen, it's usually just sort of a freak event. Something I study is rare events that happen. And so what we're going to go here is look at where these traffic sources are coming from. This is the interesting part, and I think you could see how it's actually doing a fair bit of, it's actually working. So if you look at, this is the YouTube search, and suggested videos is still pretty small, but YouTube search is definitely increasing. That's where most of the traffic is coming from. So it's not coming from social sources or anything like that. So you can see it's gradually increasing. That's what I was expecting. That's definitely on a nice trajectory over time. And this is going from basically nobody was finding my material, and I'd probably at this point I had about 50 videos up. And nobody was getting those materials. I started posting on a regular basis, and I'm starting to get a little bit more now and a little bit more traction. And you can see that definitely getting a lot more views at this point, or viewing length is definitely increasing. Still have a long ways to go, but it's definitely increasing over time, which is really kind of neat and interesting to see that sort of trajectory over time. They're searching for many different things, that are related to the videos that I put out. So basically you could expect a small number of searches on a regular basis kind of trickling in, and that's typical. That's what happens with most videos, most content that you put up. It's just little trickles that come in. And this is my YouTube, the analytics from the website that I actually have. There's my picture, little me. You could see, so, and I just wanted to put this up since, when was this? October 1st. It's when I stopped paying for it. That's why I actually wanted to show you. So this is all almost organic traffic at this point that's kind of trickling in over time. And you're looking, I got 5 people visiting, 7 people visiting, and there's maybe a little uptick, but I'm not sort of, and I've been fooled in the past, right? These little upticks. So you're looking at a very small amount over time. And that's kind of normal to see that sort of pattern. I think it takes a long time to get traffic with anything like that, with any sort of organic search. So what can you take away from this? Well, it just takes a long time to actually do this kind of content marketing effort, to put things out and to routinely put things out on a regular basis. It just takes a lot of work, and it'll probably take me years to sort of build this website out, which I'm totally okay with. I think this is a long-term play. kind of a legacy move more than anything. So I'm happy to put out sort of the most helpful stuff that I can possibly put out about sort of startups and innovation, as well as graduate school, going to graduate school, making those hard decisions that nobody would ever tell you about, all this information, and things about writing and being an academic writer and putting that out as much as possible. So I'm happy and helpful to do that kind of stuff. And it's going to take a long time to build that out, but that's the name of the game, is to continuously build this out. I'm going to continue on. My goal is to continue on until July 1st on every single day, sort of posting every single day, which is really hard to do. That'll be 1 year exactly of putting out a video every single day, just to see what's going to happen with the traffic. I'm going to keep putting these videos up and to show you what's going to happen. And it's a grind. And at that point, maybe I'll keep doing it, but maybe I'll sort of dial back and maybe do 3 or 4 a week or something like that to make it a little bit more sustainable, to be honest. So you can see that generally, I'm expecting this to continue on and to grow, do this slow growth on a regular basis like this, and continue on. And maybe at that point, there'll be a little bit more traffic going to the website. And we'll see, right? This is the adventure. Hopefully you're following along and you really like it and you find it useful, and how tricky and difficult it is to do this kind of stuff. So with that, I appreciate you following along. Thank you so much. Take care and have a wonderful day. Bye.